beautiful, welcome back to my channel and welcome to this week's new makeup releases. We are going to chat about the new makeup that's been released, announced, and sneak peeked, and I am going to let you know what I think about these releases, and then you let me know what you think about these releases down in the comments. And it's okay to disagree. Friends do not always agree about everything, but friends are always kind and respectful towards each other. And if you like the video, if you like to see more, don't forget to subscribe before you leave and like the video if you like it, because there's going to be a lot more videos on this channel very soon. I did film this makeup look, and this is actually the member exclusive tutorial for this month. It is going to go up on Saturday, which is tomorrow. Listen, this is me having to think. I wanted to have it last weekend, but obviously I had a power outage for 3 days last week, so I wasn't able. But I've been plotting and planning this look for a really long time. It is deeply inspired by Alestraza. If you know, you know. And this is going to be live tomorrow for members. And if you are interested in joining my membership and being an extra supporter of this channel, there's info about that down in the description box. There's a link, and also there's a button next to the subscription button where you can press that and read up what that is all about. I'm also going to have a little live, and it is going to be today. Today we're going to have a little bit of an after work, just a little chit chat, hanging out together, and that is something that I do for my members that are tier 2 or tier 3, and I'm super excited. We can be catching up a little bit what's been going on, listen, talking a little bit about all the things that's been going on. I have a lot of fun things to talk about. All the things that I'm going to be talking about in today's video, it's going to be in the description box with launch times and prices and links and discount codes and all of that, if I have any info. And the things that I have on my face, the eyeshadow, lipstick, and all of that is going to be in the pinned comment down below. So let me scoochie, I think. Let me scoochie so I can pop up some pictures next to me when we are talking. And of course, the first thing we have to talk about is the new palettes from Oden's Eye. I am so excited for these 3 palettes to come out. I've had these here for a while, and I'm just super excited that we're finally able to talk about them. This is the Planet Spirit palette, which is the palette by Betty Jean and Oden's Eye. Very colorful, fun palette. And then we have the Flora Story palette, which is the palette that they did together with Makeup Just for Fun, Amanda. And we have the Sea Talk palette, which is the one that they are doing with Lauren May Beauty. I do have a video with all 3 of these palettes, and obviously the creators have videos as well. I will link the creators down below. I will make their names clickable. So if you want to see, if you for some reason has missed any of these girls, or if you want to see their videos, or if you want to see my video, that's going to be down below. These are launching on Valentine's Day, on the 14th of February, and I do have a code with Oden's Eye. My code is Angelica, but usually the code or any codes do not work on collab things. But if you want to buy something else from Oden's Eye, you can add the code and get 10% off. I will leave that down below as well. I will say I was a little bit disappointed with the beauty community, because there was actually some people that ruined, spoiled this release. Found some people sharing this before the creator had been able to share it, and just reposted it. And I will say, I am in the front of the line of the train chanting,
brands are not your friends. Brands are not your friends.
Because brands are not your friends. But here's the thing, creators, that is one person, that is not a brand. And for a lot of people, doing a collab is something, it takes a really long time. It usually takes longer than a year, from you being approached, or from you signing the contract, from actually the thing going like into production, and you're actually like seeing the palette first with your own eyes and holding it in your hands. This is such a long process, and for a lot of creators, this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing. It is the pinnacle of their career. It's something that we dream about doing, and for someone to just willy-nilly just ruin that whole reveal for someone, that is honestly selfish. It's selfish, and it is just petty, and I just don't understand why you would do that towards someone. And I really hope that people put as much effort into making you happy in the future as you seem to be putting into making other people happy. I also saw some people saying, oh, it's okay for me to reshare because other people already did it. And it's like, that's the exact same reason people were saying why they were bullying me when I was a kid. Oh, it's okay, everybody does it. Listen, it did not make me happier. Two wrongs don't make it right. If you see someone misbehaving online, that is not a green light for you to do the same thing and get away with it because other people do it as well. And you don't have to agree with me. You really do not have to agree with me, but this is a hill that I will die on. I really think that we should just give the creators, listen, you want to spoil a brand's release, go right ahead. I don't care. But don't spoil like a single person's maybe most greatest achievement in their career online. It's just petty. And the creator that spoiled this, I am honestly shocked that a creator would do that to another creator. Think that they are more important, their content is more important than just not showing it before the creator. Like, you couldn't even take the time to see if they have showed it before you just show it online. As a creator, you know how important it is when you get a collab. And again, I really hope that people put as much effort into your future collabs as you seem to do in fellow creators, because that is honestly disappointing. And I also will say that Oden's Eye releases come with an embargo. There is just no way that you could have missed that this one had an embargo. It has a clear date on it. And also there is just no way that you could have missed that this is collab palettes. It literally says it on the front and on the inside. It is just lazy entitlement. And I hate seeing people online thinking that they're more important than people around them. Just be nicer. Be nicer online. Okay, this was me going on a tangent, but it just makes me sad to see how people just really don't care about anyone else but themselves. They'll do anything for a click and a like. And it just, honestly, it disgusts me. Don't be that person. Be kind, because kindness comes back to you. And so does rudeness. Rudeness comes back to you. Listen. Don't think otherwise. But I will leave the pricing and I will leave the launch time down below in case you're interested. And of course, if you want to see swatches and all that, that's going to come soon. Also, now we can talk about the Muse palette. I did talk about this. I did have my new makeup releases on Sunday last week because, again, power outage. But this is the Muse palette. This is what it looks like. I think that this is it's a little bit more of a muted. It has some mauves and some lilacs and some neutrals as well, plus some greens. I'm loving this cool tone greens right here. And there are some duochromes. This is a duochrome right here, and there's also a duochrome right here. And this one is a duochrome too, and this one is one of those iridescent topper shades. I think this palette is really pretty. I do have a video up on this one. This one is launching today. As you're watching this, it might already be available. You can use my code Angelica to get 10% off the Muse palette. And if you want to see some swatches first, I don't know if this is available now as you're watching this. Check the launch time in the description box, but I do have swatches up in a dedicated video, and I will leave that as well down below. I'm super excited that this one is now available. I also wanted to talk about that we can finally talk about the new collab between Glamlite and Chucky. I think Chucky and what's the other doll's name? Because it's like two dolls. It's Chucky and Chucky's girlfriend, but it's like Glamlite and Chucky, but it is the love story between the two. And I think that that is just so fun that this is their Valentine's theme. A while ago, we talked about another sneak peek for another upcoming collab for Glamlite, but then they put up this out. I don't know if I showed you that sneak peek. Did I show you this picture? I don't think I did. But when I saw this picture, I even told my friends, I'm like, I think they're doing a collection with Chucky and Chucky's girlfriend, because this is Anthony's collab. He is working with Glamlite, and this is his first collection that he's putting together with Glamlite. And I know that he loves Chucky and he loves the Chucky movie. So I told my friends, I'm like, I think this is Chucky and Chucky's girlfriend for Valentine's theming. And I was actually correct, and I'm super thrilled about that. I feel like I'm getting better and better at like guessing these things. I know that they've had some hiccups with this, that the people that are collabing with the people that own the franchise of Chucky has not apparently been that easy to work with, so that's why it's coming out a little closer to Valentine's. But I'm excited that this is gonna come out. Glamlite did let me know that they're sending this over as PR. I do have a code with Glamlite, and my code is Angelica, and you can get 15% off at Glamlite. When I find a launch date, if I find a launch date, because I don't know it now exactly, I will put that down below. But I'm just super excited, and I'm excited to see this very different twist on a Valentine's collab, because it's almost Halloween but make it Valentine's. I don't hate it. I think this is really fun. Yeah, this is a cool collab for Valentine's. I definitely agree with Trend Mood on that one, and I cannot wait to be trying this one out. As soon as I have it, I will make a video on it. I feel like this is going to be really contrasty. I feel like it's going to be this, right? It's going to be like what I have on now. If it is, I am one happy clown. I cannot wait for that. I have been talking about this before, but I think I talked about this in the video that I did about the Natasha Denona Love Face Palette. I talked about that there's been some rumors that the Natasha Denona is coming to Ulta, and it has been confirmed because some people have been getting the new catalog for Ulta. I guess it's for Valentine's Day, and Natasha Denona was in the catalog. So the rumors are true, and usually when we hear rumors like this, they are true. So Natasha Denona is coming into Ulta. If you're working at Ulta, would you let us know who's going out? Because usually when brands come into Ulta, it means that a brand is going out. Would you care to give us some insight of what brand is going out now that Natasha Denona is going in? I would love to hear about that. There's also a new foundation coming from Gucci. This one was available at Selfridges, but I'm sure this is coming to Sephora and Gucci Beauty and all other department stores that are selling Gucci. And this is the new Eternité de Beauté. Eternité de Beauté. My French. A foundation with SPF 15. It is powered by a combination of high skin affinity powders. Affinity powers! Oh my god. Affinity powders and coated pigments designed to cocoon skin with a hydrated and breathable finish. It holds a second skin feel for all day comfort. Plus, it is infused with bamboo powder, which helps control shine for up to 24 hours while blurring pores. This is going to be $67. I'm not surprised. Gucci is expensive. We do have a Gucci store here in Austin. It's actually a very new Gucci store. It's such a beautiful store. If you live in Austin, definitely go to the Gucci store that is at the Domain. It is such a pretty store. Even Ricardo said like, wow, it's a really nice store, and they do have Gucci makeup there. If you were interested. I am intrigued by this because it is a hydrated and breathable finish, second skin feel that helps control shine. I feel like that is interesting. Am I the only one who feels like that's interesting? I could see myself trying that, but I would want to see it in real life because with a foundation that is that expensive, I kind of want to try out and get my perfect shade. Or maybe I'll just go Wild West and just order something online, who knows? But it sounds interesting because I would like something that is hydrating but also controls shine. I don't want something that's like drying, but I also don't want something that's like greasy. So if this can give me both, I could be interested in that. I also forgot to talk about this last week, and this is the Sunset Blush Balms by Vieve. These are available now. They are $27 each. I don't know if these are up at Cult Beauty yet, but Vieve does ship worldwide. I've ordered from Vieve. They are a Scottish brand, but sometimes it can be easier to order from Cult Beauty. I like the shades. I think some of the shades are the same as they have in their powder blushes, because I do recognize both Pesca and Piazza, because I have Piazza in the powder blush. I think it looks nice. Am I going to be ordering this one? I don't think so, because it is a blush balm and I've seen it on the cheeks and it looks a little glowy, and I don't love that. I love something that is shimmery, but I don't want it to be like actually dewy, if this makes sense. And with that being said, that is also the exact same reason as why I'm not getting these new blushes from Haus Labs. I really like Haus Labs. I didn't love the foundation. It was way too greasy on me. But I really do like the other products from Haus Labs. But this powder is a matte powder, and I think this is what I've realized. I love blush, but why would I buy a matte blush when I will always go over it with a shimmer? It doesn't make any sense. Like I'm always going to go over it with a shimmer. So I think for me, I'm just going to stop buying matte blushes because I don't love a matte blush on me. I want a shimmery blush. So unless a color comes out where I'm like, oh, I need that color, like an orange, I don't think I'm gonna be buying any matte blushes unless it's a color where I'm like, oh, I really love this. Like the matte blush from Colourpop that I've been raving about. I don't have a blush in that color in a shimmery formula, but if they come out with that, I would love that. But yeah, I think I'm gonna stay away from matte blushes because I don't like a matte cheek. I want a shimmery cheek, but I don't want a sticky cheek. I hope that makes sense. Which is why I'm not buying this Miracle Balm in Miami Beach from Jones Road. Everything I have seen from Jones Road has been all the kinds of makeup that I don't like. Super oily, dewy, almost greasy looking, and it's supposed to be healthy looking, but I just feel like it looks like I need a shower, and I don't want that on me. And this is a wash of soft focus moisture to perfect and enhance skin, light reflecting balm. No. Wear it alone or layer on top of foundation for an instant refresh. This has a subtle gold shimmer. There's a sheer to buildable coverage for fair to dark skin. But when I look at it on the models, it looks a little greasy, and that's not my journey. Some people love that, just an easy like dab it on the cheeks and out the door. I just don't want that. It's not for me. I think that this is the weekly Colourpop segment, and I'm guessing they're toning it down a little bit. Maybe they're having a bigger collection next week. I feel like, was last week the spring collection or was last week the Target thing? A lot of you were saying that you really, really wanted me to do something with Colourpop and Target. So I already did buy that blue palette. So I'm planning something, planning and plotting. I'll do something, hopefully something bright and fun. They're coming out with more Jelly Much shadows, and this is the permanent lineup. I really enjoy that as of late, Colourpop has been, this is our permanent lineup. And I like that because there has been a lot of speculation with Colourpop. What is permanent and what is limited edition, and what are you going to restock and what are you not going to restock? And I appreciate this because it seems like they're like, you know what, we're just going to let you know. Because they said this is the permanent lineup of the Luxe lipsticks. They did that a couple of weeks ago. And now they're doing, this is the permanent lineup of our Jelly Much shadows. I like that. I appreciate that one. I really like how that peach and the lime green is looking. I have a bunch of these. They make incredible liquid liners, and they also make incredible all over the lid shadows. These are water activated, so if they dry down or dry out, which for me some of the old ones did, but actually they said that they reformulated them, and since then none of them have dried out for me. I would love to hear your thoughts, but they are water activated, so if they dry out, you're supposed to be able to revive them with water. That could be good to know. These should already be available. Colourpop did give me a code. My code is Angelica, and you can get some money off at Colourpop's website. Maybe you're interested in this one. I don't think I'll be buying any of them now, but I might change my mind. I need to go through my stash and see what I have, because I could totally see myself wanting to have that lime green as a liner. It's pretty. Oh, I found some more Jones Road. Okay, more Jones Road, and this is a bronzer, and I think that this looks nice, but just out of this picture here, it seems like they're more going into different undertones than they're going into different depths, because I don't feel like there's a lot of difference between some of these bronzers. That might be totally different when you see them in real life. But, I mean, that pinky one looks like a blush to me, but I know a lot of people really love a rosy bronzer. That's not my journey. I want something that is warm, but yellow leaning warm. Like this one. This is my favorite bronzer, the one I'm using the most. This is Fenty Beauty in Private Island. And you can see it is warm, but it has a yellow undertone. I'm almost hitting pan on this one. I don't know if you can, I can see the pan pattern. So that's what I like in a bronzer, and I don't see that in any of these. But again, I don't know if I think that this promo picture is the best promo picture I've ever seen in my life. I might be incorrect. Let me know how you feel. Remember how I said that, oh, next time Moira Beauty is doing a release, I'm gonna purchase from them? That was not true, because I am not going to purchase right now. This is the Signature lipstick, a shiny, comfortable lipstick with a lip balm texture. These are $7.50 each, and I think these look incredible, but I don't have time to review a new brand right now because I have some stuff I want to do. I actually have a bunch of fun videos that is gonna come out now in February. I have 4 really fun videos planned that is coming, plus the Glamlite Valentine's Collection, plus I want to do that one with the Target and Colourpop. So maybe for March, next one. Listen, next time Moira is doing a release, will you tag me in that one? Tag me in that one and we'll reconsider for that one. I think that's gonna be good. Make It Black is coming back for, I think it's the 3rd year around, and this is the Pull Up for Change. There's having the Make It Black campaign, and this year they're doing it together with Uma Beauty, which the owner of Uma Beauty is the creator of the Pull Up for Change, Neutrogena, Elf, and Colourpop, I think. I think those are the different brands for this year. At least that's what I'm seeing in the picture here. I will link the website down below so you can read up more about this. I think this is a wonderful initiative and I'm happy to see they're bringing it back this year. And I'm also excited to see that 3 of the products are black lipsticks. Honestly, black is a neutral. I wore black lipstick not too long ago. Actually kind of a cool lipstick color. Laura Lee is coming out with some new lip glosses, and this is the new Laura Lee Los Angeles glosses. 3 new shades that are dropping on the 10th, which I'm pretty sure is the day that you are watching this, or the day that this is coming out. They're gonna be $12 each, and it seems to be 1 without shimmer and 2 with shimmer. I have tried the Laura Lee glosses from before when she was doing a collab with Erin. I really did like them. Those were more of a sheer formula, and these seem to be either more sparkly or something with a little bit more color. I think they all look very, very pretty. Would love to see them used in a video. I'm sure that Laura is probably using them in some videos, so maybe I can go and have a peek at them. I think they look super pretty, especially that like reddish sparkly one. That looks pretty. I could be about that. I was tagged in this one, and I love that the person that tagged me in this said maybe this could be the highlighter that gives us, like, you know, the vision or the dream that we were hoping that pastel highlighter from Natasha and Denona was gonna give us. And this is from Carla Cosmetics, and this is the Nightgown Opal Multichrome Pressed Eyeshadow. But it does look like it could be used as a highlighter as well. And this is shifting between Moonlit Silver, Rosebud Blush, and Enchanted Forest. And it looks like a mint going to a pink, going to a pale gold, like we were hoping that the Natasha Denona one was gonna do. I really think it's pretty. It's now in a pressed shadow, and yeah, I think it's super cute. It is $26. Multichromes are expensive. I think it looks really pretty, and yeah, maybe this could be used as some of these multichromes without a base pigment definitely can be used as highlighters as well. Of course, it is a smaller pan, but just wanted to let you know because I did think that this whole picture here looks very appealing. I wanted to let you know about this one as well. I'm guessing, here's the thing, Sephora is French. It is like Sephora, and it is a French brand, and they're having some of these like spring and autumn trade show. They're bringing a lot of press and influencers, and they just show upcoming stuff. And I'm guessing that during one of these like events or shows or whatever we wanted to say, some people were taking some pictures of some news that are upcoming, and it seems that there's going to be some lip injection, lip liners from Too Faced. There's going to be some all matte neutral 9 pans from Huda Beauty, and there's going to be a new like a liquid bronzer, I think, from Guerlain. And I think that all of these look cute. I think a lot of people would really love an all matte eyeshadow palette from Huda. I would like an all matte palette from Huda. I don't know if any of these two that I'm seeing here are for me, but honestly, I'm not against it. I might actually, when that one releases, I might pick that one up. And also lip liners from Too Faced. I actually, listen, I used up a lip liner from Too Faced. Juiced it up. It's in my empties. Used it up. Who am I? Who am I out here using up lip liners? So I might be interested in that too. One of them seems to be like a more terracotta light orangey one, and I actually like that if it's a peach that's not too pink. I'm not against it. I will let you know more about that once we know more, but I will say my initial reaction was, yeah, I could be about that. There's also, this is the Sculpt Cream Contour Stick by Milk Makeup. This is coming on Valentine's Day at Sephora, and it is an early access at the Sephora app if you're interested in that. I mean, maybe if you're dying to get the concentrate right now, it's going to be $24. This one is coming in 4 different shades, which is 2 more shades than they were having in their bronzer. I'm not going to be picking this one up. I really did like the bronzer stick by Milk Makeup, but I'm not going to be picking this one up because it is marketed as a contour stick, and I don't contour. And I also don't like a cool tone bronzer, so I don't think that this is going to be a product for me, but I think it looks really nice. And if you were in the market for something that's a little bit more cool tone, I do know that the cream bronzer from Milk had a really nice formula, so I'm sure that this one will be too. I just don't think that this one is for me. And it's the same with these new bronzer, Sculptino Soft Matte Cream Bronzer, Cream Contour and Bronzer from Tower 28. I've tried this formula from before, but that was the shimmery bronzer, and this is the non-shimmery bronzer. I didn't like the formula. I thought it was greasy and sticky, like your hair would stick to your cheeks. Absolutely no. That was a no-go for me. I did not like either the cream blush or the cream bronzer from Tower 28. It never dried down on me. It just felt sticky and greasy on the skin, and like fuzzies would stick to my face. I was just not down for that. I was just not down for that. This is coming on February 15th at Sephora, but this is an easy pass for me. Another thing that's an easy pass for me, and this is from Makeup Revolution. This is apparently available at Ulta, and this is the Balm Glow. Again, we're here with the balms that look a little greasy. I don't care if they're a miracle like blush product. I'll use balm on my lips. And then I like a balm that dries down. Some balms do, but this one looks a little shiny, greasy. It's just not, it's not for me. It's not for me. Ultimate glazed donut look on your lips and eyelids. Absolutely not. I don't want that look, even in the slightest. Fenty is coming out with a new formula, and this is the Fenty Icon Velvet Liquid Lipstick. So this is a velvet liquid lipstick formula, and it's coming out in 5 different shades. I think the shade range is a little boring because it is 2 reds, 2 pinks, and a dark brown. I don't want any of these shades. Had this been any other kind of shade, I probably would have picked it up, but I don't want a dark brown. The last thing I need is another red lip. If you saw my haul this week that was, you know that I'm buying red lipsticks like they're going out of fashion, which clearly they are not. And I don't like really pink lips, especially not these kind of cool tone pinks. So for me, in this instance, it is the colors that are keeping me from buying it, because I know that I'm not going to be loving any of those colors. And then we have the Lisa Eldridge Gloss Embrace lip glosses. They're coming out with 8 shades, and I think this is a formula that she has had before, but now they're coming out in 8 shades. And I think the shades look fun. There are some poppy shades, or some neutral shades, some light ones, some dark ones, some with shimmer, some without. I don't need another gloss, and I like Lisa Eldridge, I really do. It's one of those brands that every now and then I order, and I really like the products that I really like the products from her. 2 of the products I mentioned in my yearly favorites, so I think it's a really good brand. But even though I love the things I have, it's still not a brand where I'm like throwing myself at the website every time they launch something, and maybe I should be, because like I said, I do like the brand. Have you tried this gloss formula? Do you like it? Is it worth it? Let me know. There is another powder foundation coming. Is this the year of powder foundations? Right now, overall, there's a lot of foundations going around. I think Kaisa is here. Are you okay, Kaisa? Do you want to go out? This is the new HD Skin Matte Velvet 24-hour blurring and undetectable powder foundation from Makeup Forever. I recently tried, and you haven't seen that video yet, it's coming real soon, a Juvia's Place powder foundation. I was a little bit iffy. I don't know if powder foundations is for me. I just don't know. I feel like it should be for me with combo skin, but somehow I just can't seem to make them do what I want them to do. I don't know. I would love to hear your thoughts. Back in the days when I was loving a full coverage, I used to use a powder foundation to set my foundation. Like I was using a foundation on top of a foundation. Don't do that anymore. but maybe that is how I should be using it. I don't know. I really did like that all-in-one face palette from Makeup Forever. They did send that one to me as PR, and I really did enjoy that one. That works really good on my combo skin. That was the only foundation that I brought on vacation, and I really liked it. I feel like I can work with that one both in sheer layers and also in a more medium to buildable coverage, and I really liked it. This one, I don't know. I don't think I will be trying this one out, but listen, you never know. Maybe they send this one to me in PR as well, and if they do, I'll try it out, but I don't think I'll be purchasing it just because I didn't love the other powder foundation that I tried as of late. But of course, not every foundation is created equal. This one is available now, and I've seen some of my friends using this one, and this is the Simply Posh Cosmetics Berry Icy Palette. It seems like a really cool red and blue color story that's leaning a little bit more on the cooler side with mints and true blues, and we know how I love true blues. I don't want teals, I don't want turquoises, I want blues, and for that reason, those two rows with the blues look very interesting to me, and I kinda... Should I do like a blue look tomorrow? Maybe I will, because I love blue eyeshadow so much. That is my absolute favorite color of eyeshadow. If I could only wear one color for the rest of my life, I'd go with blue because I love blue so much. And this one is already available, and I will link it down below. And like I said, I've seen some people using it and they seem to really enjoy it. So if you were looking for some swatches and a review of this palette, I know that they're already live on YouTube. Let's end with talking about the sneak peek from Keys Soul Care. And this is the brand by Alicia Keys. I have never tried anything from this brand, but she was first doing more like a lifestyle brand with some skincare and some candles. And then she got back into wearing makeup again, and she started releasing some makeup products. I've never tried anything so far, but this is a that was a mouthful. This blurs and brightens natural finish skincare infused with ingredients like squalane, and this one is coming soon, and I'm sure it's coming to Ulta as well. I think that this sounds really interesting, so I could be about that. Let me know your thoughts, and let me know if you have tried Keys Soul Care, what you think about the brand, if they have any favorites that you really enjoy. Maybe I should be trying out more things from the brand, because this one, it does sound very intriguing. Now, let me know your thoughts down below. Is there anything of these releases that you're super interested in? There is a couple of these releases where I'm like, I want to try that, mostly the foundation products, but there's also a bunch of these releases that are really easy for me to talk myself out of, because I'm still on a little bit of a low buy. I'm trying to buy less, and for that reason, I sometimes need to remind myself, you don't love that. You also don't love that. And you didn't love what they released before. Why would you love this? Do that for yourself as well. Talk yourself out of some releases. If you do not love matte cheeks like me, why are you buying a matte blush? If you do not love dewy bronzer, don't be buying that Tower 28, because it is going to be a dewy bronzer. Let's be each other's like anti-haul friends so that we don't end up buying every single thing that brands release. I hope you're having an amazing Friday. Don't forget to subscribe. We will have a member live later today. If you're wondering about which time, it is going to be not a live, it's going to be a Zoom call. Check the community tab or check the members tab. If you're a member, all the info is going to be there. And tomorrow, this look is going to be live on my channel as a tutorial for members. And I will see you, if you're not a member, I will see you again on Monday, and otherwise I'll see you throughout this weekend. Bye!